This is Rabbi Aaron Box from Temple of Beth Shalom in Ocala, Florida, back with my podcast again this week. Um, I know I may sound like a broken record that I keep talking about similar subjects, similar topics, but right now it's what's out there. It's what's on the forefront of my mind, on the forefront of my congregants' minds. It's all over Facebook and Instagram and all the other social media outlets. And of course, I'm talking about the situation in Israel Palestine. Um, I want to start out by saying that I was alerted this morning by one of my colleagues on Facebook of a vandalism at the Hebrew Union College New York campus. Someone had spray painted Gaza, among other things, on the entranceways, doors to the Hebrew Union College's campus. And I haven't seen it anywhere in the news. I haven't seen it anywhere in CNN or Fox News or on Twitter or on Blue Sky or anywhere else. I have not seen or heard of it from anywhere except from my colleagues and friends who are sharing it on Facebook. And that is that's disastrous. That is terrible. It's pathetic. If God forbid someone from the Jewish community or from any part of the community that supports Israel were to go to a Christian college or a Muslim college and put some kind of graffiti, it would be front page. It would be all over the place, and people would be calling for, the deaths of the people that did it, or quick justice or swift justice, or whatever you want to call. But nothing is being said about this. We cannot get lost in the anti-Semitism that's present in our world. We can't get lost in that. We can't forget about it. We can't ignore it. It can't ruin our lives either, or ruin our lives for that matter. There's people out there who are talking about, being quiet about being Jewish and hiding your jewelry or hiding your mezuzah on the front post of your home, or other Jewish artifacts that might symbolize that you're a Jew or that you are a supporter of Israel. And that is not the answer either. We need to be proud to be Jewish. We need to be proud to stand up for what Judaism preaches and teaches, which is loving your neighbor, treating people with kindness and fairness and respect and justice, true justice. Which brings me to my next piece. In my Torah study class yesterday, I brought up something that I learned in rabbinical school, but also it's something that I've taught for years and years and years. There really are when people say Israel, there's really three different perspectives or ways of viewing Israel. You've got the people Israel, Am Yisrael, the people of Israel. You've got the land of Israel, Haaretz, and then you've got the government of Israel, the governing body of Israel, the state of Israel. And this is what people are forgetting, neglecting, don't understand, unaware of, whatever word you want to use. This is what is imperative to understand. You can love the nation, the land of Israel. You can love the people of Israel. You can disagree with the government of Israel. You can disagree with decisions that are made about the government of Israel. I think of, as an American, I don't have to support my government in order to love being an American. As a Jewish person, as a lover of Israel, the people, Israel, the land, I have to be critical, I believe, when the governing body, the government of Israel, is making decisions that are not that don't align with the strategies of what it means to be a Jew, or the ideology of being a Jew, or the commandments of God, by God, to us, to the Jews, about how to live our lives righteously, devoted to justice. It's not about being anti-Israel or pro-Israel, because you can be pro-Israel and anti-government. And that doesn't mean that I want the Israeli government to fall apart and not be in existence. No, of course not. But it means I believe that I have a responsibility to criticize constructively. This is important, the word constructively. The policies that are coming out that I believe are detrimental to the future of the Jewish people. And that's really what it is. I posted something, an article yesterday that I read, in which Israeli leaders now, from the center and the left, are coming out against the atrocities that the IDF is being commanded to do based on the decisions of the government, the quote unquote ruling party of Bibi Netanyahu. Look, I'm not going to try and explain that, or try and express that I know everything there is to know about Israel, or that I know everything there is to know about the policies of the Israeli government. I'm not that person. But what I can say, through my study, through my education, through my experience, I can refer to people who are in the government right now, who are actually speaking out against the policies that I'm referring to. And it's not just a couple. Overwhelmingly, the Israeli population now is done with this war. It's over. They're ready for it to be over. What is the purpose? The purpose in October 8th, 2023, the purpose of that response by the Israeli government and the IDF was to protect the people of Israel, the nation of Israel, Am Yisrael, protect them from what happened, from happening again. I get it. We are now 601 days beyond that, and now we are looking at destruction and total annihilation of a people. I'm not talking about apartheid or anything like that, or I'm not saying that Israel is out to kill all of the Palestinians. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that many of the decisions that are being made right now are not the most beneficial for the future of Israel. Look, the war in Israel has to be about the defense of the Israeli people, the Israel Defense Force. There are some who would argue, well, until Hamas is totally annihilated, there's no way of really providing that full defense for the Israeli nation, and there's some truth to that statement. Absolutely. But what about when is it too much? When is it too far? When do you realize, oh my goodness, we are creating the next generation of Hamas by continuing to do what we're doing? Is the answer to destroy all of the Gazans? No, absolutely not. I read yesterday that Netanyahu's goal is for Israel to occupy, to take over 75% of the Gaza Strip, and to push all of the remaining Palestinians that are in Gaza into that 25%. That can't be the answer either. But that's what's happening. There's a lot to think about today. There's a lot of things to go on today, that are going on today. I see destruction. I see annihilation. I see way too much death on both sides. But the difference is that right now, Israel, I believe, has the responsibility to make the right decision. Hamas does as well. But Israel has the upper hand right now. Cannot let the history of our people be totally turned upside down because of the will of one human being or one party or one coalition in the government. It's time that we realize that the end of this war is necessary. There's so much more to say that I'm going to leave that for a future podcast. I wish everyone an early Shabbat Shalom, and may God send us the strength to continue to do what we need to do to make this world a better place. May God bless Israel. May God bless the United States of America. And may God bless all the people in the world who are in need of peace.